Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a channel and another video for you guys. But before we get into today's topic, I do want to say this though. In the description is some deals for you guys. First one being that you can get Helium Mobile for a month free to try out just by using my promo code when signing up with Helium Mobile. You would put that code in apply promo and get your first month for free. Secondly, is that if you want to try out Google Fi, or maybe you're traveling outside of the country, so you're going to sign up for Google Fi to be able to use your phone internationally, I do have a referral code that will give you $60 credit for signing up. So you guys want to take advantage of that in the description. But in today's video, we are discussing basically Android software updates. I get multiple different types of questions when it comes down to the Android software update, how it works and everything. So with that being said, I'm going to break it all down as best as possible in this video. So we'll start off with the first one, which is one of the obvious ones I get quite a bit of this question. And that is, device that's running Android 12 or Android 13, will it be getting Android 15? Short answer to that stick is a high probability of no, it's not. And there's a reason why, and I'll break down how the OEM's business process works out. So you have to kind of look at it from a business standpoint. A lot of us are consumers. We don't run businesses. At least most of us don't. There are some that do, and they can kind of understand this part that I'm going to say. But a lot of us don't. So I don't expect everybody to know that or to agree with the reasonings why. But it's still the reasonings why it is. See, let's take Samsung for example, okay? Again, i.e. example. So for all the little, the ones with the magnifying glass, y'all chill, okay? I said example. But let's say the Galaxy A13 got Android 12, okay? Hypothetically. It is more profitable for Samsung to build the Galaxy A14 and give it Android 13 than it would be to just update the Galaxy A13. So companies like Motorola, LG before they stepped out of the smartphone game, Samsung at times, and other various devices like OnePlus, when it comes to their mid-range and their budget entry devices, they do not get the focal attention to get the latest software updates. When you think about it, the Galaxy S series is always going to be given that that consideration always. Google just stepped up with their Google Pixel flagship devices, stepping it up from basically being 3 years of software updates and 5 years of security patch now to being 7 years of software updates, starting with the Pixel 8 series and now the 9 series, and going forward, I'm sure the 10 series will repeat. Samsung doing the same thing with the Galaxy S series. I believe they promised 7 years as well. And then you look at a non-Android brand, which is Apple's iPhones, and they've been updating older devices. I mean, the iPhone XS got iOS 18. So that shows you when it comes to the big boy phones, they will always get that treatment, but mid-range devices won't. And something that is as old as, being on Android 12 or Android 11, if it hasn't gone beyond that, it's not going to go beyond that unless you use custom ROMs that you can find on websites like XDA and flash the next version of Android onto that phone if a at-home developer built a version of Android compatible to that phone. So this is why the dev community is so important, and the reason why that I back them so much is because there's devices that even I wish had been future proof and would continue to get support. One of them, for example, is the most recent videos dropped on the Pixel 4 XL and on the Pixel 4. I really wish that these things would still be continued of support today with the Android software updates, not just security patches, but the whole shebang. Problem is that Google feels it's not necessary to keep those devices up to date because they want more and more people to kind of upgrade to the newer devices. So again, it's about money. It's always going to be about money. It's never about your experience. These companies don't care about your experience. This is why you have people saying that why are people being so brand loyal to these companies? when in fact they don't really care about you. And this is one of the examples where they truly don't care about you. What they truly care about that comes from you is your opinions about the phones, which they know that these things can get washed away with software updates, or it can get washed away with the change up with the hardware on the next iteration of, the lineup of devices. They know that. Um, but if you were to scream and shout to your lungs collapse that you want, a phone released in 2017 to get Android 15, they're not. They have ammunition. They have 1,000 reasons why they're not going to update that device that's so old. And those reasons will be slightly accepted by those out there, who follow the tech community and follow the tech news and are, smartphone enthusiasts. It's just a way of it. I know it's not ideal, and I know a lot of us really wish that these companies would just listen to us and maybe, seek out the devices that are so popular with people that they continue to support them. And that's fine and that's great. It's a good idea, but I know these companies are not going to do that. So if you're asking yourself, if a device that has Android 12, will it get Android 15? The answer is no. If it's a mid-range device, what are the chances of it having longevity? Pretty slim. In fact, another mid-range device that I really enjoy, the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024, I know is not going to be slated with 3 years of software updates or anything like that. It'll probably get Android 15, and that's where it will stop. And currently, right now, it's on Android 14. Motorola is notorious for just not updating their devices because they're really, really in on, we don't need to update these devices. We'll just put out a new device, and people that are fans of Motorola devices will just flock and buy that device. And that's really where the mentality lies. So hopefully this answers that question when it comes to software updates and what to expect. And the reasonings why, that Google Pixels, iPhones, and Samsung Galaxy S are the ones that dominate the smartphone pyramid here in the US is because aside from all the gimmicky features that they can put out, and aside from all the build and material that they use to build these devices, one of the big core essential reasons why people are such Galaxy S fans or iPhone fans or Pixel fans is because these devices get software treatment that we want. And so that's it in a nutshell. Thanks for watching this video.